Hello everybody! In this video, we'll continue analyzing Excel's amazing new function XLOOKUP. In our previous video, we saw together the basics of how XLOOKUP works and why it is better than VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. In this video, I'll show you how to use XLOOKUP to replace the soon-to-be old-fashioned index match combination. As a reminder, you'll be able to use XLOOKUP only if you have Excel 365 or Excel 2021 installed on your computer. As you know, the index match combination is used when you need higher flexibility compared to VLOOKUP to merge two different databases. As a recap, we normally use index match in three cases. First, when the column containing the so-called lookup value is to the right of the value we're interested in. Second, when we need to add one column to our source database, also called table array, and we know that VLOOKUP will not work anymore, as it will return a wrong value after we add a column. Or when we need to add multiple columns to the output database from the source database, and we know that with index match we can do that in one single formula. We've seen already in our previous video how XLOOKUP can be used to replace index match in its first and second application. Let's now see how to use index match to add multiple columns to our database with one single formula. As we will see in a second, we have two options. Let's take once again our security database. In the first sheet, we have a list of securities, two empty columns for category and country, and a value in $1,000. In the second sheet, we have the detail of the category and the country we want to add to the first sheet, and once again, I'm moving across sheets with a Control and Page Up and Control and Page Down shortcut. Before we use XLOOKUP, let's use the index match combination to retrieve all the information for Apple, so that we'll be able to make a side-by-side comparison of the two functions. First, index match, and if you don't remember how to use it, I recommend you rewatch the dedicated video. So, equal index, we complete the formula with the tab key. Array, we need to select the whole security details array, Control Shift and the down arrow key. We freeze it with the 4, comma, row number, we need to use match, lookup value, Apple, we freeze the column, comma, lookup array, column A, F4, comma, 0, close, comma, and now column number, match once again, lookup value, category, and now we need to freeze the row, F4 two times, comma, lookup array, the first row, F4, comma, 0, close the parentheses, and we close the parentheses for index as match. Enter, and we have tech. If we now copy and paste the formula to the right, you see we have USA. So with one formula, we can fill both the category and the country information for our securities. Yes, index match is not that straightforward, and you really need to pay attention to the formula content. And now, let's see how to use XLOOKUP with Bank of America. We said we have two possible methods. Let's start with the first one. So we write equal XLOOKUP, we complete the formula with tab, and first lookup value, we select Bank of America, and note that we do not need to freeze the column with this first method, comma, lookup array, we select the list of securities, F4, comma, return array. Now, to fill both columns simultaneously, we need to select two columns, both the category and the country. Shift Control down, F4 to freeze it. We close the parentheses, we press Enter, and as you see, XLOOKUP uses a dynamic array and it spills into the country column to automatically fill the country information. As you see, the formula is grayed out here and we have this blue rectangle indicating a dynamic array. That was so much faster, wasn't it? This worked in one go, as the category and country columns in our destination database are in the exact same order as in the source database. Category and country here, category and country here. If we change the order of the columns in the source database, we can get the correct result with this method. So for example, if we add one column, Control plus, as you see here, we have a spill error as the XLOOKUP is now trying to fill 3 columns in one go. So let's hit Control Z to go back, and let's use the second method to fill the category and country information for Coca-Cola. So equal XLOOKUP, we select Coca-Cola, and now we want to freeze once again the column with a 4, comma, we select the lookup array security and we lock it with a 4, comma, and now instead of selecting the return array, we need to use another XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP, we use this second XLOOKUP to define which column we want. So as lookup value, let's go back here, we select the column header and we lock the row with F4 2 times, comma. As lookup array, we need to select the column headers once again and we lock it with F4, comma. And now we select the return array we're interested in, which is, as we selected 3 columns here, we need to select all the 3 columns in the database. We press F4, we close the parentheses for the second XLOOKUP, and we close the parentheses for the first XLOOKUP. We press Enter, and we have consumer, which is the category of Coca-Cola. If we paste the formula in the country column, we have USA, and if we double click here, we have the whole database filled in one go. This time we do not have a dynamic array formula. We need to paste the formula we typed in all the columns. As you see, we had our formula in black in the country for Coca-Cola, while we had it in gray for Bank of America. Okay, but how does it work? Why do we get the correct result? If you're still puzzled, it's understandable. Let's see together why we get the correct result, as I strongly believe that to really master a function, you need to understand how it works. It's not enough to copy the formula you saw in a YouTube video. So let's copy the second XLOOKUP and see what we get. Okay, Ctrl C, and let's paste it in the security details sheet. So here we write equal, Ctrl V, and Enter. As you can see, the first XLOOKUP converts the multi-column array we selected. If we press F2, we see we selected a 3-column array. It converts it into one single column. With the inner XLOOKUP, we're basically telling Excel to select only the column we're looking for in the source database. In this case, we selected the country column. Since with dynamic arrays, all formulas can spill and return multiple values, XLOOKUP returns a full array here, not just one value. Now that we see this, it's clear how the first XLOOKUP works. If we go back here, the first XLOOKUP takes the country column as a return array and just picks the row corresponding to Coca-Cola. So you see, this is yet another amazing feature made possible by dynamic arrays. In case you use the nested XLOOKUP, the formula is not much shorter than the index match one, but it allows you to focus on just one Excel function for all your needs. And this is how you can use XLOOKUP to replace index match. Before we say goodbye, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with the newest videos. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.